Alright, hello all, welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video here. So, we do have, some super easy A's, as well as a easy A, right? So, we did learn about this batch with the stream. It is, obviously, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Omega Shenron. These three are all super easy A's. And then this is a sub ECA. I find it kind of odd that they're like tweeting. They tweeted this about an hour ago. It was on Twitter when I saw like Sin go live, and I was like, right now, really? I was very surprised. This is a very unusual time for them, so that's why I wanted to wait a little longer, see if they'd post the rest. I have not looked at these guys. I was just waiting to see. You know, I didn't want to be in the middle of recording, and I was like, oh, well, now they're posting more, right? So, I just wanted to make sure that they were they're all posted. So I guess they're all posted for tonight, and they're gonna do more tomorrow night or something, because these guys shouldn't even be coming out for another few days or so, at least. So very curious. We'll have to see how good they are. I mean, these guys are the 2nd anniversary unit, so I have to imagine they're gonna be decent. I mean, their ECAs were very, very fun back in the day, so we'll have to see. But besides that, I suppose we'll just jump in. You know, actually, I should, these are super easy A's, huh? Let me, for these three specifically, I'm actually going to pull up, their bases. But yeah, I wanted to pull this up because, look, I mean, you can see the SA effect. He gets defense, for 6 turns. Right. He gets the attack, but he raises defense for 1 turn. And then he massively lowers defense? Oh, whew, okay. That could be very insane. Alright, well, let's see what these guys got. Come on. Please be good. I swear, if they fumble these guys, especially like Omega and Sin, like they definitely, we can't be doing that on Matsu. GT bosses, let's see. I won't get ahead of myself. Okay, so Goku's getting key 2, 200% attack and defense. Great chance of forming a critical hit. Per superclass ally attacking in the same turn. Okay. I suppose that's not horrible. 100% attack and defense and 10% damage reduction, so that's 500% attack and defense, phase 1, 30% damage reduction. Okay. When there's an extreme class enemy, or when there's another GT hero category ally attacking in the same turn, all allies attack 40% up, launch an additional super attack. Okay, I mean, with his effect, right, that's obviously very, very good. When attacking with 12 or more ki, 150% attack. When receiving an attack as... Oh. What? Alright, what are we smoking here, man? When receiving an attack as the first or second attacker in a turn. Bro! What? Am I crazy? That sounds kind of ridiculous. Alright, man. Okay. Because I'm just thinking, like, if you're running, like, the GT hero setup, right? Like, I mean, obviously, you got your double Gogeta. And then Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Pan need to be, you know, like, buffing both Gogetas, right? So, okay. Interesting. I suppose he gets another 10% damage reduction from Gogeta. When receiving a super attack, defense 100% up temporarily. High chance of nullifying it and countering with tremendous power. So if you fail the dodge counter, then you get extra defense. That was a medium chance before. I need to see the numbers. This is the guy I need to see the numbers. Great chance for me to crit. That's good. Right, the additional super. I mean, he's gonna have a lot of 500% plus the one attacking. Phase 2. He should be hitting actually pretty hard. I mean, no attack on SA to be fair, but I think he should hit at least decently hard. And defensively, as long as you get a decent bit of the stacks in it, and they do last for 6 turns. Okay. He could be interesting. I don't think I'd like him like turn 1, but I'll need to see the numbers. I think he could be pretty cool though. Okay. Maybe I would have liked a little bit more here. This seems like a very peculiar design, but I think he could be strong. So, we'll see. But I mean, obviously, I mean this is, you know, we're breaking them down. We're doing the defense calcs, so we got that shit pulled up here. Okay. Vegeta here. What do we have with you? Now, the thing is, if he's designed in a similar way, this is really gonna suck. Because his SA effect, he only has the one greatly raised. So if he has like damn near the same passive as Goku. I feel like these guys had very similar passives before, is the thing. I hope I'm wrong. Okay, key 2, attack and defense 200% up. Okay. Launch an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack. Okay, so Goku gets the great chance to crit, he gets a great chance of launching an additional super. Per super class ally attacking the same turn. Okay, that's the same effect. Attack and defense 100% up. Damage reduction rate 10% up. So 500% attack and defense phase 1, 30% damage reduction. When there's an extreme class enemy, or when there's another GT Heroes category ally attacking in the same turn, all allies defense 40% up, performance critical hit. When attacking with 12 or more key, attack 100% up. As the second or third attacker in a turn, what? Attack and defense 100% up. When am I? What? I have to be misunderstanding that. There's no way. Look at this. When receiving an attack. So Vegeta's isn't. No, it's still gated. Are you kidding me? There's no way. Does Vegeta not have phase 2 defense? Are you fucking kidding me? That line is not... Okay, so those sort of buffs, the second or third attacker in a turn buffs, you don't get to see it like in the collecting key sphere phase. However, these buffs are still... They do still count as phase 1, because when they actually proc is quite literally like the second you... The millisecond you collect that last key sphere is when this ability procs. So you don't actually get to visually see this 100% attack and defense, but it's phase 1. His only phase 2 is when receiving a super attack. He gets 100% defense temporarily, high chance nullifying, countering with tremendous power. There's no way, man. What? I gotta be missing something. I have to be missing something. Dude, Goku has more phase 2 defense. He has more phase 2 attack. He has more attack in general. Okay. What I would say here, this is a case of he has to be hitting insane like damage numbers. I don't do attack calcs, so I don't know. We'll have to see in game. So this guy is dodge or die to super, 100%. If he can at least live normals, you know, I guess. But he's gonna have to be doing insane damage to make up for this, because there's Goku looks head and shoulders above him. I'm a Vegeta fan. This feels dirty. What the fuck are we doing here, man? I can't believe that shit. No phase 2 defense, bro. This shit does not count, because if it's only 100, he's dying if he eats the super. If he fails this, he's dying anyway, so it doesn't matter. That's so crazy. I'm telling you, he better do 1,000,000 damage. Not okay, no, not 1,000,000. You get what I mean. He better be like, he needs to be thrown out like 40 mil attack stats with this guaranteed crit. Triple 40 mil, going up to like 50 mil, some bullshit like that. This is not okay. Yikes. I don't know. I don't know about Vegeta. Well, we'll see what we got here with Omega. I swear to God, if they better not fumble the GT bosses characters. These guys need to be cracked. Let's see what we got here. Especially because this guy isn't even going to link with the LR unless they introduce the same name update soon. What do we got? Okay. Basic effects, attack and defense, 150% up. All enemies attack 40% down, plus an additional defense 20% down for superclass enemies. Okay. Full power or GT bosses, category allies, key 2, attack 40% up, plus an additional attack 20% up for characters who are also extreme class. It's pretty decent. Per extreme class ally attacking in the same turn, self excluded. Chance of performing a critical hit and damage reduction rate 20% up. Attack and defense 100% up when attacking. Okay, so that's 200% attack and defense when attacking. And then 40% damage reduction. But guess what? You're running him on double Omega, so that's actually 60% damage reduction. Okay. When there's another full power GT bosses category ally attacking the same turn, attack and defense 150% up. Launch additional attack with a great chance of becoming a super attack. When attacking with 12 or more key, attack and defense 100% up. Okay. As a third attacker in a turn, or when the target enemy is in the following status, attack down or defense down, attack 150% up, launch an additional super attack. Oh my god. Oh, wow. Okay. Very interesting. Yeah, no, he looks good. He looks really good. Okay. So, in total, he has 300% phase 1, and then 300% phase 2, with 60% damage reduction. I think he's going to be pretty good. Especially because he has the attack lowering, right? I mean, not every fight, but a lot of fights nowadays, you can take advantage of this, and that's 40%. And then his SA effect, massively lower. I mean, am I crazy, or is this guy just going to, like, absolutely shred the Rose Zamasu fight just by being on the rotation? He's going to help out the team so much. And this is actually kind of perfect design, because it's third attacker in a turn, or when there's lowering. And why that's good is because, you know, until and unless there's the same name linking update, Omega's going to be slot 1, right? So this guy, they're telling you to run him in slot 3. That way he can have his links. I think that's actually, I'm fine with that. And then from the Omegas, he's going to have an additional 140%. Huh. I mean, he doesn't have SA effect defense, but I'd say he's actually, this looks pretty good. It's a pretty good baseline, I'd say. Okay. I actually think I really like him. He looks like he's going to be very good for GT bosses. That's good. All right. Well, that's hopefully. I mean, we'll see with the numbers. Could always be wrong, but he looks really good on paper. So hopefully he's what GT bosses needs. Well, one of the thing GT bosses needs. Okay, that's a good sign. Let's see what Sin Chenon has. Okay, GT bosses category key 3, HP attack and defense 150% up. Oh boy. Jeez. We gotta, oh, okay. Look at all this. Bro, as a Bible passive, as a sub-EZA. Randomly changes key spheres of a certain type tech excluded to rainbow key spheres. Key 2 and attack and defense 150% up. High chance of forming a critical hit. High chance of launching additional attack. Or super attack, excuse me. Pretty good. For 1 turn. From the character's entry turn, damage reduction rate 40% up. When attacking, disables enemy guard. Attack and defense 50% up. Per key sphere obtained up to 350%. Okay, so you need 7 key spheres a turn. Well, I suppose he actually, his baseline, he already needed 7 key spheres, huh? Okay. 2 or more key spheres obtained, damage reduction rate 20% up. 3 or more key spheres obtained, chance forming critical hit 20% up. 4 or more key spheres obtained, damage reduction rate 20% up. 5 or more key spheres obtained, chance forming critical hit 30% up. 6 or more key spheres obtained, launch an additional super attack. 7 or more key spheres obtained, attack enemies attack and defense down by 20. Attack enemies attack and defense down 20% for 2 turns. Okay. What do we got for the SA effect? Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn. Supreme damage to enemy. Okay, so he's an insane link battery for Omega. Right, he has the GT Shadow Dragons Big Bad Bosses. And he doesn't have a lot of Phase 1. He only has 150. So the 140% support from Omega will be that much more impactful. I mean, it's practically doubling his Phase 1 defense, right? So, I mean, obviously it's going to be very insane. Getting 350% Phase 2. He's greatly raising. He can, if you get hidden potential, get up to 4 supers. Turn 1. Oh, what? Am I crazy or wait, does he? There's no way. He has 100% damage reduction? Turn 1? Well, I suppose it depends, right? If he's on the first rotation, he'll only be able to get 90. But if he's on the second rotation, right, because you already have 1 Omega support up, he will have 100% damage reduction that first turn. And being able to have 60% throughout the rest of the fight? And this is actually very, very crazy, mind you. Okay, yeah, he looks actually really good. He looks really, really good for a sub EZA, especially like. Oh wow. Okay. Uh, sure, dude. What what is with Omega's team? Like, everyone can get so much damage reduction. That this is okay. Because I'm like, if you look at AGL Omega, right? Obviously, I haven't gotten a chance to try him. I don't have my own Omega, unfortunately, yet. But he can get up to 90%. You know, even like EZA Super 17. Not that I'd recommend running him, but he could get up to 90%. This guy could get up to 100% on turn 1, or 90%. 60% the rest of the turns. Okay, yeah. Wow. I would say both of these guys look insane. Both, I really like both the GT Boss characters, actually. This is very good. This is very, very good. I mean, we still need to see what Legion of Shadow Dragons do. And then there's also the... Is it just Baby that's left for the sub EZA? I think it might just be Baby, because I think the rest of them are heroes. I could be wrong about that. You know, I do wonder, maybe they posted these... Maybe they posted Sin. Oh, yeah, that's actually exactly... It's right in my fucking face. Yeah, that's exactly why they did this way. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So Sin, right? He actually... You have to farm medals from Omega's EZA event, right? The rest of them aren't here because they're going to have like one of those big like sub EZA events. Like the heroines or the Battle of Gods. There's even a GT edition one. There's like a Future Saga one. There's a lot of them. You can go check the EZA tab. You'll see what I mean. I presume that they're gonna have one of those, and that's why they're not tweeted tonight. Very interesting. Okay, well, I really like these two. I think Goku should be really, really good. I need to see the actual numbers. I don't know that I'll like Vegeta. He's gonna have to be doing like ludicrous amounts of damage. This man is gonna have to be like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta in terms of damage. To like that, I don't see it. The vision. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like blind. Who knows? All right. Regardless, though, I'm gonna cut away. I'm gonna get to doing the calcs here. We will come back in just a moment, and we'll go over all 4 of them. Overall, I'd say the batch is pretty good. I don't know. I don't think Vegeta's gonna end up being good enough, but the other 3, I think, actually at least have a very, very high potential. So we need to see the numbers, but I think those 3 are really, really good. So we're gonna cut away. We'll see. We'll be right back. All right. So we are back here. I do have the calcs done, and quite some interesting things I think we do have here. So I suppose we'll just jump right into it, and I think they're all pretty decent, actually. And you'll see in just a moment. I do think Vegeta looks a lot better through calcs than he does on paper. So I'm just putting that out there. Now I do have a note here for Goku and Vegeta. They both actually have like 2 sets of special equips currently. So I'm just looking at the most raw defense possible for both of them, which is 2700. So do keep that in mind. These calcs are based off that. Also keep in mind for Goku specifically, I'm just using like a generic 40% support. I do like to show like a supported turn. obviously you're not going to have Super Saiyan 4 Goku out that quickly, right? So because he is sort of building up, right? I figured it made more sense to just show generic support turn, because Super Saiyan 4 Goku won't be out on TUR Goku's first turn, if that makes any sense. But even on his first turn, I mean, he's getting up to 4 million. With which one is he? 30% damage reduction. And that's if he even gets hit, right? I mean, he does have the pretty decent chance of even just straight up countering it, right? So I think that's pretty good, right? And then we continue through here, and obviously he gets quite a bit better. I mean, 6.5 mil. Now this is also with Goku support now, so 6.5 million defense with 40% damage reduction because of the Goku, right? 40% damage reduction. 6.5 mil. Now, to be fair, because of how his kit is, actually, it's going to be a little weird. I suppose you could actually put him in slot 1 from time to time. Yeah, honestly, he'd actually be pretty decent in slot 1, actually. Interesting. That'd probably be the only way you're going to get him to have the sort of Super Saiyan 4 Goku support, because it's also like the Vegetas, and it's like I feel like that team is going to be very overloaded very quickly. I think, once again, I do think both Vegeta and Goku are actually supreme additions to the team. And then we do have I did do one more turn, so while you can't have these these stacks continue to the next turn, right? 6 stacks is the most you can have up at any time. Obviously, you do have the turn where you have the 6 stacks. So being able to get up to 8.7 or 7.8 mil, damn near, like it's just like, this is actually crazy. I mean, this is just a super easy A, right? I mean, this is a super easy A, and he could do this. So Goku looks very, very impressive to me. I mean, obviously, you always got to try characters out in game, but I mean, he very easily looks like he could just straight up be the best super easy A and one of the best TURs in the game. I really do think so. He should be doing decent damage with this amount of defense. Like, it's actually very crazy. Then we do have oh, by the way, I suppose I should note, this is with GT Saiyan Roar. And then I did also calc Prepared for Battle or Shocking Speed. So these could be next to Super Saiyan 4 Goku or Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So do keep that in mind. Then we have Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta here. Now, I mean, you heard me before. I did not think he looked good. I actually think he looks quite a bit better here. I mean, he looks pretty good. And you'll notice, I mean, the start of turn, right, for Goku here, I mean, he starts out 526,743, while Vegeta is starting up at 749,949. So, like, well, that's quite a big difference. Where is that coming from? And the answer is simply, if you look over here, Goku's raw defense before his, and this is why the special equips are so important, before his special equips is 10,306. Before Vegeta's special equips, he is 12,314. Right? So, I mean, Vegeta has nearly 2,300, right? No, sorry, 2,000, just 2,000. 2,008 to be specific. Vegeta has 2,008 extra raw defense, right? So, between having the extra raw defense and having the higher phase 1, he actually does obviously start out at a higher amount, start of the turn. And then within the turn, I mean, obviously, Vegeta is going to be a lot more inconsistent than Goku. I will say that 100%, right? Because if you fail this is going to really suck. or if you like don't get a hidden potential, that could really suck. I think maybe like on this turn, right? Maybe this turn. I don't know about this turn. It's also going to depend on like the supers, I suppose. Vegeta could definitely live supers in some occasions. But he more so seems like he's going to be dependent on the counter, and I think that's intentional for Vegeta. I have to, and I guess we'll see in game. I'm going to imagine that this guy's attack stats are just gonna blow everyone like away. Like for like a super ETA, I think he's just gonna be throwing out crazy attack stats. Now, once again, I don't know. I don't do attack calcs. I don't even know how to. It might be good to learn at some point, but I don't know. I like to focus on the defense. I'm more of a defensive player myself. So this is something I'll have to see in game before I can rate him fully. I actually think he looks really good. From this, I mean, once again, he does have the high chance, so it's a 50% chance to counter any super attack aimed at him. And then, if he fails it, he does get the defense raise, which, depending on how many supers you've gotten within the turn, I mean, he does actually have a decent chance, I think, of living. So he could be decent. I think people are going to quickly write him off. I mean, I wrote him off very, very quickly. On paper, he does not look that impressive, but with the calcs here, I actually think he looks like he'll be pretty decent to me. So I'm happy with him. Then we do have Super EZA Omega Shenron. Now, ironically, I actually had not too much, to be fair. But I actually think I like this guy less now that I'm seeing his numbers. Now, I suppose it is fair to note here, and I did, he does not currently have his own special raw defensive equips. That Popo event is practically guaranteed, because they do like to put equipments in there, and I mean, with him super easying, like when it should be, being updated, or it being updated a little bit after a Super EZA, whatever, it feels very, very obvious that he's going to have equips from that. So we'll have to see just how powerful those are. I'll try to make sure to calc that whenever that comes out. I do think he's pretty good, but I also don't think he's as good as I thought he was going to be just initially. It's really going to be the debuffs. The debuffs are going to hard carry. You're going to need them to hard carry, I suppose I should say, rather. So this guy, I think he'll be good, but I think maybe if like Omega Shenron gave allies a small amount of defensive support on SA effect, that would be very, very good. Because currently, I mean, this guy has no SA effect defense. Like, if he gets SA effect defense, obviously this jumps up quite a bit. And mind you, he still has 60% damage reduction. So he'll be good in that regard. And with the attack lowering in the fights that, you can, I think he will look decent, but obviously he doesn't have, I mean, even Vegeta has higher defense, right? So I think he'll be good, though. I like him just a little less than I did initially. And then finally, we do have EZA, or sub-EZA for Sin Shenron. I suppose I should note, for both of these guys, I do have, the GT Big Bad Bosses, Shadow Dragons. Because of how good, like, Sin Shenron is. With Sin being as good as he is, I think he is definitely a consistent slot 2. You're definitely going to be wanting to run him as slot 2. This will serve as a huge link battery for Omega. And then with Sin Shenron in slot 2, suddenly, your Omega Shenron, whether it's the Super EZA, or even potentially AGLLR Omega Shenron, I think both will have a good linking battery. I mean, this guy is actually very crazy for a sub EZA, right? Because, I mean, he gets up to, on his first turn, he can have 90% or 100% damage reduction, right? And then from then on, he can have 60%. I mean, he has the guaranteed crit. He looks very good. I mean, the attack and defense lowering, I think they cooked with him. I think he's going to look very, very impressive. I mean, you just see this. It's like, what the hell? So I think he's actually going to do. He's probably going to do very good damage. He looks very good defensively, and also he will serve a very important, vital role for the team, of like allowing the Omegas to link, because he will, like, you won't have to worry about linking the Omegas because he will be in slot 2 to sort of bring it together. Now, obviously, he can't be on both rotations, right? So there's still some issues there, but I mean, I probably like Nova Shenron, I think, is good enough to run. I mean, you run him in slot 2, I'm sure you won't get bit by bosses on your other rotation, but I think this will work. So I can't really complain. But yeah, I think we can wrap this up here. I mean, I actually think they all look pretty good. I feel a lot better about Vegeta than I initially did. But I think they're all good. So I'd say this is a W. If they have this consistency, level of consistency for the others, that will be very nice. Because the thing is, I mean, Sin Shenron is a sub EZA, right? I mean, if he was a super EZA as well, it'd be like, okay, we still need to see how the others are. But the fact that he is a sub EZA makes me have hope that the others will be really, really good. But we will have to see, right? So who knows exactly? I'm pretty hopeful though. And these two, especially Sin Shenron and Omega, I think will be tremendous buffs to Omega's team and GT bosses in general. So that's very good. But we'll end this here. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed.